Hey traders from around the world, what is going on? It's your boy Ricky Cadan back again with another free real life stock review from Real Life Trading Australia. Hope you guys are absolutely amazing, had a sensational weekend and are ready to pump out this weekend, get some sun rays. It's Friday, guys. Let's talk about the broader markets and what is happening. So we are actually looking at this pre-market, guys, and the SPY has been just on an absolute bullish trend. As you do remember, I did mention back on this day right here that we would most likely, this would have been a very nice dip buying opportunity, and we would turn around and go bullish. So if you did start buying those dips, then well done to you. The SPY right now gapping up. I do expect a small little retest of some sort, and then just a nice little continue on higher. Here's the E-minis. Now the E-minis, you can see we are currently getting a little bit of selling pressure as we speak. Take a look at the 30-minute, and we are starting to sell off just a little bit pre-market, but nothing too great, guys. Nothing too much that we need to worry about. We are coming up into a very key level of resistance, so just expect a small pullback on the E-minis. Let's talk about Fastly. Now, Fastly was an absolutely sensational gap. We did speak about this in the afternoon room on this day right here after this bullish candle. We did seek this gap that was happening, and take a listen to what I did mention in the afternoon room. And I did mention that this gap was going to fill that night, and hopefully you guys enjoy this. This is a little sneak peek of what we do talk about in our room. Take a listen. Fastly, FSLY. So Fastly, oh man, this is about to fill this gap. Is anyone in Fastly still? I know some of you guys have shares. Diane and JP, you guys in shares? Jenny still has a put. JP says yes. Are you in a covered call or anything like that? Helen's got puts. Diane says yep. Jackie's got a put. Man, you guys, yeah, we've got puts. So this is going to be interesting because this gap could very well fill tonight. There's not that much. Look at the volume that came in yesterday. Everything else was Bear City, and Fastly is just holding up. Man, what a push. What a push higher on Fastly. So if we do take out this high, I do believe that we're going to, if we take out this high tonight, we'll most likely create, we'll most likely fill this gap that we've had. So keep that in mind with your shares. If you're looking at selling a covered call against your shares, you'd most likely sell it at 116. The only reason I say that is because that is going to be a very tough level to beat. There's a lot of volume there. There's going to be a lot of people selling, taking profits. It's going to wiggle a bit, maybe go sideways, and then maybe break out and go higher. But Fastly is looking good, looking good. Well, we did actually end up filling that gap, and I did say that this is going to be a nice little selling location, so a lot of people starting to take their profits. Makes tons and tons of sense, and for those of you who are in real life trading and are profiting from this, well done. I mean, it's just we did buy this dip all the way back down here, so well done to everyone who did jump on Fastly. Here's Zoom. Now, I did mention that Zoom is going to be one you're going to want to take a look at just because of the pattern it is currently forming. I did mention this is probably going to be the high for a little while. Probably about a few weeks ago, two and a half weeks ago, I did mention this is going to be the high for a while. But right now, we're getting a very interesting gap. So you can see that we are currently we did close at 478 and we're gapping up to 483. Now, what's interesting about this is if we do close above this bearish candle, we're also going to be closing above the highs of the previous 3 days, and the volume is just chilling right now. So a lot of people not overly bullish and not overly bearish, but if we do break out of this trend, guys, Zoom is just going to continue, and unfortunately it's not going to be the all-time high. We could just potentially come straight back up to these highs and then get rejected. We'll have to wait and see how it all pans out. But definitely, if you are day trading, you are going to want to keep Zoom on your watch list for tonight. Here's the ASX 200. Now the ASX 200, the volume's just been dropping off, guys. As we've been moving higher, so not overly bullish. I do expect us to have some sort of pullback, maybe back down to the 200 simple. If we do start to consolidate at this level, that would be a very nice dip buying opportunity, and it will show a lot of strength in the Australian market. But the ASX 200, for the most part, guys, if you did catch this beautiful gap and go right back here at the start of the week, then fantastic. Here's CBA running into a little bit of resistance here at the 100 and the 200 simple moving average. Phenomenal gap and double bottom, and a phenomenal gap and go. Wow. Sensational. Obviously expect a small little pullback and then look to buy the dip on CBA. Here's Zero. Now, what's interesting about Zero is we have had so many bullish candles in a row, except for this little guy right here. A little bit of resistance, a little bit of selling pressure. But for the most part, guys, we've been bullish every single day since the 22nd of September. Now, if I was to draw some quick Fibonacci on, if I just draw some quick fibs on this last move that we had, we'll take a look here. So from this wave up, back down to here. Actually, not this one, sorry. It was from back here. This is the last wave. So the last wave back down to here. You can notice that we did get rejected, and we are above the 100. So our next selling location is actually going to be in this area right here. So if you are looking, if you do have shares of Zero, this would be the location that you are going to be looking at selling. So make sure you are looking at locking in some profits. It is a Fibonacci move, and a measured move at that. And Zero does look like this would be a very nice selling location for shares. Here's crude oil. Now, crude oil just slowly but surely just grinding on sideways. It is a fairly decent size range. I mean, we're talking about, $4, a $4 range we have been in since the start of September, and we could just stay in this range. We'll have to just wait and see what happens. We did find some really nice support at the 100 simple, but for the most part, guys, I'm very, very neutral on crude oil right now. And here is gold. Now, you heard it here first, guys. I did mention that we would most likely pull back down to the 100, and this would be a dip buying opportunity for gold. So if you are looking at buying gold, I guess now is the time to be long. I have mentioned this for a while, that any pullback is going to be a dip buying opportunity on gold. And actually, speaking of gold, that is obviously going to help the Aussie dollar as well. It is inverse to the US dollar, and you can see we are starting to grind on up higher. But let's just take a quick look at the dollar index, guys. Very, very curious. We should be falling. So, yep, we've been falling. So you can see here, guys, we are actually trending down. So we are trending down very, very nicely on the dollar index, and yep. So we are trending down, and you can see we are not looking. This is a very key level, right? So we are breaking below this particular key level. If we do not hold support here, I would just be more and more bullish on gold and any other forex pair and or commodity that is inverse to the US dollar. So for example, take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin's starting to build up some pressure. I did mention back in our swing trading room back here that now is the time to start getting in some Bitcoin. So those of you who are part of real life trading, I hope you guys did take some action on that, and let's ride this Bitcoin wave. All right, team, I'll be back next week with another free real life stock review. And if you guys would like some in-depth analysis and want to join our trading room, hop on over to reallifetrading.com.au, and you can come and sign up and join our team. I mean, it's only $129 a month, super cheap, and you will get a lot more in-depth analysis and get to be a part of our Slack community as well. Absolutely fantastic. You guys rock. I'll be back next week, and until next time, love life, live life, and trade it. You rock. Bye.